Welcome to week 9 of In the Trenches. I'm Madyn Albert.
And I'm Gwen Dao. And this week we'll be interviewing Coach Pedersen, Coach Keller, Ian Kelley, and Texton Bollers.
Last week the Clippers lost against Newton and have an upcoming game against Pella.
Let's head to the football field.
Okay, we're back with head coach Lance Pedersen, and while your team didn't win on Friday, there were some really good moments. Talk to us about some of those positive things you saw.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we never want to have moral victories, right? We're playing the game to win. There's winners and there's losers every week, but I was very impressed and proud of my guys for bouncing back and doing, the week before we were sloppy. We didn't look very good. We just really looked out of sorts, and I thought we put a complete game together, and I was really proud of those guys for believing it. Early in the week, it was hard to convince our guys that Newton was a team that we could beat. And as the week progressed, we watched more film. We got good practices and those types of things. Our guys truly believed that we could win that game, and they went out and gave great effort for us on a home football night. And I was really proud of them. Like I said, we're never going to be satisfied with playing people close. We want to win football games. That's what we're here for. But I was really proud of our guys putting a whole game together. And we talk about being on the edge. Right now, we're on the edge. We're on the edge of being great. You think about it, our 3 losses from North Scott, Xavier, and Newton were all top 10 football teams. I mean, it's not like we're losing to slouches in those situations. And so, in a couple plays here or there, we have 3 more wins. And so that's something that we're trying to focus on and we're trying to get excited about leading into this week for sure.
And then talk to us about Conlan's role in helping guide Texton to take on Pella this week.
Yeah, Conlan's done an amazing job. He's a great leader, just a really good person in that. How hard is it that your senior year, you get knocked out before the end of the season? That's a tough thing to swallow. But yeah, he's done a really, really good job of taking on the role of being a leader, a helper. How can I help develop Texton? How can I help see things? How can I lead the football team so they're not feeling sorry for me that I can't play, but instead we're all going out to play. And, with limited time left, we want to get Conlan back as soon as we can in some way, shape, or form on our football team. But we also want to make sure we take care of him and his body first. And but Conlan's done an amazing job. He's just a first-class young man, and we're very lucky to have him on our team.
And then talk to us about the leadership council you have with your players. What exactly happened in those meetings, and what are you guys doing?
Yeah, the leadership council is something that I was at a football clinic at the University of Iowa about 20-some years ago, and I was sitting there, and there's a presenter, and he said, if you ever complain about leadership on your football team, look in the mirror. It's your fault because you need to develop it. And so I've been coaching leadership for my football teams for the last 20-some years. And so what I've done is taken what I do here as a leadership education teacher is that now I do it with my leadership kids. So we come in the morning, we will do a book study this spring. We will do other things to develop leadership skills. Too often people think leaders are the guys who are just by position. Leadership has nothing to do about position. It has everything to do about serving others and just being a good person and trying to make a difference in other people's lives. And so that's something we do. We work on leadership skills. And in addition to that, we talk about bonding activities. What things can we do in the summer to bring guys together? We talk about maybe issues that we might have with the team. Sometimes we talk about what uniforms to wear, what are new, our leadership. When we buy new equipment, the leadership council will be part of that decision-making skill, and trying to find outside activities to do. So it's not a little secret society or anything. It's just with 92 guys, it's hard for me to connect with every single person. And what it does is it gives me about 15 to 20 guys that can talk for the team type of deal.
And then with only 2 weeks left, what are you guys doing to keep the positive and good energy going?
Yeah, the guys are there. The thing to look at is 5-4 looks a lot better than 4-5. And to get 2 wins is really a big thing for us. It gives us a winning record, and it possibly, on an outside chance, puts us in position for a possible at-large bid, right? And the thing I talked about this week, Pella beat us out last year in football. They beat us out in volleyball last year. They placed higher than us in track, and they beat us out in baseball. It's time for us to go. It's time for us to get that win. And so that's some motivation there. And my guys, some of my guys, they may have 2 games left. They'll never play football again. And so leave it all on the field, because why wouldn't you? If you have 100% to give, why would you give anything less? And I think our guys are going to be ready this week. We'll go to Pella. Pella's a very, very talented football team, but I'm confident that our guys will show up and play their best football game yet.
And then for our fun question of the week, what is your favorite hobby outside of football?
I have two hobbies that I absolutely love. The first one is I'm a firefighter. I do fire and rescue. I run Iowa County Rescue. I run with Iowa County Rescue, and I've done a firefighter for about 9 different fire departments now. Absolutely love that. I love giving back to the communities that I'm part of. And then my other thing is I love being out in the timber and hunting with my kids. And the fact of the matter is just being out in the timber is what I love the most, and being with my kids. But those are the two things I really enjoy a lot.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Today we're here with assistant coach Keller, and what is your role on the CCA coaching staff?
I coach defensive line.
And what's your favorite part about that?
Favorite part about that is seeing guys' confidence develop from freshman year through junior, senior year, and even from the beginning of the season on. So,
what's one of your favorite memories while coaching at CCA?
One of my favorite memories coaching at CCA was beating Liberty. 3-4 years ago at Liberty, come from behind win. We ended up running out of the end zone for a safety to secure it. It was a lot of fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Tell us how you have seen the defense team adjust and grow throughout the season.
Oh man, we've had some new guys added to the position group. Ian, who you guys just talked to, came over from the linebacker position and is playing great. We had Dylan Schrock come in. We've had Rashad really step up his game. Tegan has played great. And really, I always think that defenses are built front to back. So those guys up front, including the linebackers, are doing a great job.
What are you guys doing in practice this week to help you prepare for Pella?
We're looking at a lot of their formations and adjusting to them, knowing that, whatever they're showing us, it's still just our defense that we're putting behind it. So just getting some of those looks out of the way so we can just play fast and confident.
And lastly, for our fun question of the week, what are some of your hobbies outside of football?
Oh man, cooking, eating, and oddly enough, knife sharpening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, we're here with Ian Kelley, and you had a great game on Friday night. Tell us what helped you be able to run the ball as many yards as you did.
Yeah, really all the credit goes to the O-line. They did their job. I just did mine.
And then tell us what one of your biggest accomplishments as a CCA football player has been.
Just getting that starting varsity position, that's a pretty big deal for me.
What is your favorite practice drill that the team does?
So at D-line, we do this drill. We line up against each other, and we just go live. It's great.
And then now that your season is almost over, what is one of your favorite memories from this season?
Favorite memories this season just got to be the practices, just hanging out with friends, just having a good time playing football.
And then for the fun question of the week, what's your favorite hobby outside of football?
Outside of football, I'd say golf. Big golfer.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Today we're here with sophomore Texton Bollers, and congratulations on playing your very first all-varsity game this Friday.
Thank you.
Tell us some of the major differences that you noticed between JV and varsity.
Honestly, I'd say the biggest difference was the speed. Just a lot of bigger guys too, gotta have your head on a swivel at all times. Make sure you're making the right reads, and everybody's out to get you, so you just gotta know that and play smart.
What are some things you felt most proud of during that game?
I'd say, honestly, my O-line. They did a great job protecting me up front, and I'd give it to them the whole night. They gave a good push against some big guys, and they gave me the time that I needed in the pocket to throw the ball, and when I evaded, they were still helping me out, so that was really good.
We know Conlan's a great leader at CCA, but tell us how he's helped you step into your role.
He's helped me a lot. Honestly, every game he's right by my side, telling me which reads I need to make, something that I'm doing wrong or something that I can do better. He's really just my right-hand man right now, and, just like I've been there for him, he's way more there for me, and I love that of him, and he's a great leader and look up to him a lot.
Tell us some of the stuff you're doing during practice this week to help you prepare for this week's game.
Honestly, just looking back to film, you know, checking my reads, you know, leverage. So a lot of the stuff that, you know, we haven't seen before, we're going to try and put in and, you know, do whatever we can to beat up on Pella.
And for the fun question of the week, what are your favorite hobbies outside of football?
One of them would have to be just like driving around and listening to music. Like I love music, and even making music or just beatboxing is like one of my most fun things I like to do.
Do you have a platform where we can listen to your music?
Sometimes a little bit, you know, a little bit of SoundCloud, but I kind of stopped with SoundCloud a little bit, but I'll video myself here and then.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
And that wraps up our video for this week.
We hope to see you all at Pella this Friday to support the Clippers. Thanks for watching. Go Boats!